Good morning, dear viewers. We meet again on this tranquil morning, a morning that perfectly captures the spirit of autumn in the United Kingdom. No fierce storms, no pounding rain, yet the air itself seems alive, crisp, cool, and quietly beautiful. Today begins under a thick blanket of cloud, mist, and even a touch of frost, draped across the fields, rooftops, and quiet roads. The reason behind this scene isn't anything unusual. It's thanks to our old friend, high pressure. The high pressure system, the giant shield above Britain. If you imagine the weather as a great painting, then the area of high pressure is the broad, steady background, the invisible force holding everything in place. It acts like a massive shield, stretching across much of the UK, keeping the rain-bearing clouds far out over the Atlantic and away from our skies. Because of this, much of the country will stay dry for several more days. No long-lasting rain, no strong winds, just fresh, calm air and the slow rhythm of a new week beginning. However, high pressure comes with its own side effect. While it keeps storms away, it also traps moisture close to the ground. That's why this morning, from the rolling hills of Wales to the quiet lanes of central England, drivers have found fog and low cloud lingering across the landscape. Headlights glow through the haze, and the world seems to move in slow motion. A misty morning, when Britain turns into a dreamscape. Step outside at sunrise, and you'll find yourself in a picture-perfect autumn morning. Trees shimmer with droplets of dew, each leaf glinting faintly in the pale light. In the distance, the hills of the Lake District dissolve into the mist, their outlines barely visible. On the higher roads, particularly across Wales and the Midlands, visibility can be poor. Golden headlights cut through the white fog, creating a ghostly glow that makes the landscape look both haunting and enchanting. But don't worry, this scene won't last forever. As the sun rises, its gentle warmth will slowly begin to lift the mist. It's not a quick process, but it's a lovely one, like watching a gray canvas gradually filled with strokes of blue and gold. Northern sunshine and a subtle warmth. By late morning, patches of blue sky will start to appear, mostly across Scotland and Northern Ireland. Here, the sunshine will break through, bringing a pleasantly warm and dry feeling, a small gift in the middle of the cool season. In Scotland, especially across the eastern valleys and northern coast, temperatures could reach 15 to 16 degrees Celsius. Under the sunshine, the air feels light and gentle, perfect for a stroll, a bit of gardening, or a quiet cup of tea on the porch. Further south, though, the skies remain a shade of soft gray. The stubborn layer of low clouds still lingers, muting the daylight. Even if the thermometer reads 16 or 17 degrees Celsius, it feels cooler and damper beneath that dull ceiling of cloud. Evening arrives. Clouds hold on, light drizzle in the south Northland. As evening approaches, little will change across the country. England and Wales will stay under that broad sheet of cloud, especially in southern and eastern areas. Some of these clouds may thicken enough to bring patches of drizzle or light rain. Not heavy, but just enough to trace faint lines down the windows. For those along the southeast coast, tonight may bring the gentle sound of raindrops tapping on the rooftops, a calm, familiar autumn melody. Meanwhile, in Scotland, the skies are expected to clear. With little wind and few clouds, fog will return overnight, particularly across southern Scotland and the Central Belt. Layer by layer, the cool night air will weave its silver veil across valleys and fields. A cold and quiet night, when the sky becomes a giant blanket. As darkness settles, temperatures begin to drop. Across northern Scotland, the chill deepens, especially in rural areas where the mercury could dip to 4 to 5 degrees Celsius. In towns and cities, it'll stay a bit higher, around 7 to 8 degrees Celsius, but you'll still feel the crisp edge of early autumn. Further south, though, the night behaves differently. The thick blanket of cloud acts like insulation, trapping some of the day's warmth. Here, temperatures will hover around 10 to 11 degrees Celsius, cool enough for a mug of hot cocoa, but not freezing cold. If you could look down from above, tonight's Britain would appear as a land of contrast. Clear, starry skies over the north, and soft, drifting clouds glowing faintly over the south. Tuesday morning, slow clearing skies, Sunshine finds its way back. Come Tuesday morning, the weather pattern remains largely the same, but with a gentle shift. Across Scotland, the clouds will gradually thin, revealing clearer skies. After days of grey, the return of sunlight will bring a fresh, cheerful mood. Over England and Wales, however, the cloud cover will persist for a while longer. Still, by afternoon a few brighter intervals will appear, especially across the western regions. In western Scotland and along parts of the Irish sea coast, sunshine may even last well into the evening. Temperatures will remain steady, around 13 degrees Celsius in the north and 17 degrees in the south, nearly identical to Monday's values, though it may feel a touch warmer where the sun shines. Midweek outlook: dry and calm, but change on the horizon. As we move through midweek, little will change in the grand scheme of things. High pressure continues to dominate, keeping rain at bay and winds light. However, meteorologists are noting that the center of this high-pressure system is slowly drifting northwestward. This gradual shift could allow some Atlantic moisture to creep into the southern and western parts of the country by the weekend. No major storms are expected, but light showers may begin to appear in a few coastal areas, a subtle reminder that autumn never stays still for long. The week in essence: calm, cool, and perfectly autumnal. If one word could describe this week, it would be peaceful. No extreme weather, no surprises, just the gentle ebb and flow of autumn days. For those who love photography or quiet walks, this is the perfect time to step outside. In the early morning, when fog hugs the fields, you'll find stunning, moody landscapes. By midday, in Scotland or Northern Ireland, sunlight filters through golden leaves, bathing everything in warm, soft tones. And in the evenings, when mist returns, the air grows still and contemplative, a time for reading by the fire, or simply listening to the wind outside the window. Closing thoughts: when nature speaks in silence. Not every day needs to be bright or dramatic to be beautiful. Sometimes it's the soft clouds, the slow-lifting fog, and the quiet chill of dusk that remind us how alive the world is. Today, the skies over Britain whisper that message. That beauty often hides in the calmest moments. So whether you're in misty London or sun-washed Scotland, take a moment to look up. Somewhere behind those drifting clouds, there's a patch of blue sky that belongs only to you. Quick weekly summary. Monday, Tuesday, cloudy mornings with fog, mostly dry, brighter in the north. Wednesday, Friday, high pressure remains dominant, calm, dry, chilly nights. Weekend, more cloud in the south and west, a few light showers possible near the coasts. Temperatures, steady, around 13 degrees Celsius in the north, 17 degrees Celsius in the south. Overall, a peaceful, cool, and truly autumnal week, ideal for gentle outdoor moments.